Jiva Karja. Hello, my friends. You're very welcome back to a brand new series. I'm already losing my voice. It's not a good sign. Welcome to episode 1 of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for the Game Boy Advance. This was the other Harry Potter game that I played as a kid. If you haven't watched my recent Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban Let's Play series that I posted all throughout October of this year, do check it out if you haven't already. I know I'm kind of doing it out of order since of course the Chamber of Secrets came before the Prisoner of Azkaban, but I'm very much feeling like playing this game right now because it's December, at least it's almost December as you're probably watching this, or as I'm recording it, it's the end of November, but I actually got this game for Christmas when I was a kid. I don't know why I have 10 age in my head. I can't remember exactly if I was 10 or 11, but I actually got this game for Christmas, and so I can literally in my mind remember in my head unboxing it, holding the game case cover that the Game Boy Advance used to have, holding it in my hands, looking at it, and with the Christmas tree in the background, and playing this game around this time of year. So I figure it's the perfect game to play at this time of year. So let's get into it. Let's not delay anymore. The nostalgia is insane. This game is quite differently built compared to the Prisoner of Azkaban. We're just going to go new game. Let me read all this and then I'll talk about this game a little bit. And I will be doing the voices, by the way, just in case. If you're not here for that, if that's annoying, then get out of here. Harry Potter lived at number 4 Privet Drive with his horrible uncle and aunt and their... Oh wait, it's going anyway. Shoot, never mind. Alright, we missed it. Oh well. I also meant to read that in my own voice. I was just too excited. I got too excited. Okay. This looks like a still from the PS2 game. Dobby warned Harry not to return to school. Harry Potter must not go back to Hogwarts.
There is a plot to make those terrible things happen. If Harry Potter goes back to Hogwarts, he'll be in mortal danger.
How'd you like my Dobby voice? The music is... okay. Dobby disappeared, and shortly after, Harry's best friend Ron Weasley and his brothers Fred and George arrived in a flying Ford Anglia, I never knew how to say that, to rescue Harry from his prison. His prison? The music is so nostalgic, this is unbelievable. Harry collected his things, scrambled through the bedroom window and into the back seat of the car. Fred revved up the engine and they flew off into the night sky. Oh my gosh. The memories. Holy crap, this is insane. Confused by what Dobby had said, the 4 boys wondered why Harry should not return to Hogwarts.
Maybe it's just another one of those Draco Malfoy jokes, suggested Ron. Who else hates you as much as Malfoy?
I'd rather face Malfoy than stay with the Dursleys, said Harry. Don't worry, Harry, said Ron, you can stay with us. After flying all night, Fred guided the car down through the clouds and they landed with a bump. Harry looked out for the first time at Ron's house, the burrow. It looked as if it had once been a large stone pigsty, nice, but extra rooms had been added here and there until it was several stories high and so crooked it looked as though it was held up by magic. We're getting all the setup. Oh my god, this is crazy. A few days later, after a huge breakfast, everyone was preparing to go to Diagon Alley. Hermione had written a letter suggesting they all should meet and buy their school books together and get ready for the new school year. Ginny, Ron's sister, was going to be starting her first year at Hogwarts and was coming along too. I remember doing this for the first time. This is so crazy. Mrs. Weasley grabbed a flower pot from the fireplace and handed it to Harry. "What's this?" said Harry.
"It's flue powder," replied Mrs. Weasley, "and we're going to use it to travel to Diagon Alley. Just sprinkle some on the fire and step into the flames. And Harry, remember to speak very clearly. You don't want to get lost."
Diagon Alley. Harry stood in front of the fireplace and threw a pinch of flue powder onto the fire. A roar of emerald green flames engulfed the fireplace and Harry stepped inside. Harry spluttered, "Diagon Alley," and was immediately engulfed in the swirl of green flames. What did he say? Diagon Alley. I thought he did. Harry fell forward onto a cold stone floor. Dizzy and bruised, he'd got gingerly to his feet. I thought that was Ron's job. Surely everything Ron does is gingerly. He'd landed in some kind of strange wizard shop. Unsure of where he was, he swiftly made his way to the door, but saw two people through the glass. One of them was the last person he wanted to meet when he was lost, Draco Malfoy. Harry quickly hid inside a large black cabinet and peeked out through the slats in the door. Seconds later, a bell clanged and in stepped Draco along with what looked like his father. An old shopkeeper appeared and Mr. Malfoy arranged to sell some rather suspicious sounding items. "See you tomorrow then, Mr. Borgin," said Mr. Malfoy. The Malfoys left the shop and Mr. Borgin disappeared into a back room. As soon as all was clear, Harry quietly slipped out of the cabinet and left the shop. Once outside, Harry found himself in a dingy alley that seemed to be full of the shops devoted to the dark arts. This definitely was not Diagon Alley. Harry was lost!
"Not lost, are you, my dear?"
Then from out of the shadows, an old hag emerged, holding a tray of what looked like of what looked horribly like human fingernails.
"Not lost, are you, my dear?" she croaked.
The hag drew closer and closer, and then Harry heard the sound of a familiar and welcome voice. There he is! I remember it. Oh my gosh, I remember this so clearly. This is crazy. Okay, we're finally into some gameplay.
"Harry, what do you think you're doing down at Upturn Alley?"
"Hagrid, I was lost! Floo powder!"
"Upturn Alley's a dodgy place, Harry. Don't want no one to see you down there. This way. Come over here, Harry."
Oh my gosh.
"Come on, Harry, you've got to get some money from your vault before you can buy the stuff you need for your second year at Hogwarts. Go inside Gringotts and talk to Griphook. He'll take you to the vaults. I'll wait here until you get back. By the way, Harry, you could speak to whoever you like by just going up to him and talking." Press the action button while standing next to someone to speak to them. Okay. Okay, we're finally into some gameplay now. So this game looks quite different to... okay, action button is actually B, which is... "Hello, Harry. Gilderoy Lockhart's signing copies of his autobiography at Flourish and Blots." Yeah, if you guys enjoyed my Prisoner of Azkaban series, for those of you who watched it, you'll notice that this game looks very different to its sequel, which is interesting. Okay, press A. That's actually confusing. A is the spell button. B is the action button, which is like to sneak. But I think this is how we talk to people as well. "Sorry, can't stop to chat. Got loads to do today." That's me every day, literally. Can't stop and chat. Shut up talking to me. I'm busy. Okay, so, yeah. We also don't have the, like, turn-based RPG that the Prisoner of Azkaban had, so we won't be getting into, like, Pokemon-style battles, which I will kind of miss that, but we'll be, this game is just kind of its own thing. It's just set up in a different way, so I hope you enjoy it regardless. I will be doing the voices, and if you enjoy the Chamber of Secrets, then I think you will like this game. And if you enjoy my voices, you probably will too. So yeah, do drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know if you're excited for a kind of more Christmas nostalgic series. You can save your progress by using... yeah, okay. Those books are how we save our progress. I don't think we can just press start and save. Okay, we've got all of these things. We only have one spell, which is Flipendo. And I do remember this being... there's our wizard cards not collected. I don't think I've ever collected all of these wizard cards, which is kind of crazy. I remember this being quite a pain. Like, changing spells, I think we actually have to come in here and actually change the spell. I don't think we can do it from... okay, what happens if I press select? Nothing. Oh, that's jump. Oh, wait, I might have to change these controls. Why is R jump? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Can I change that? Where's my options menu? Okay, here we go. We can actually change this. We can change this. Okay. Jump, I want to be A. Action, yeah, spell B, item L, spell R. I think I like that better. Yeah, I think I like that better. I'm just so used to A being jump. Yeah, that can be the spell, and this can be talkie. Okay, alright. So what we have to do is we have to go into Gringotts. So in we go.
I remember this so clearly. This is insane. I've played through this part of the game so much as a kid. It's so nuts to relive this nostalgia.
I've come to make a withdrawal from Vault 704, please. My name is...
I know who you are, boy. There's work being done on the track that leads to Vault 704, so I can't take you there directly. You'll have to go part of the way on foot, but be careful. It's quite dangerous down there. Some of the goblin workers can help you if you get into any trouble. Okay, let's just walk. This is weird sometimes when we're inside, we can't actually jump. Shut up. Okay. We just gotta walk all the way through. Okay, this part of the game I remember. I was stuck on a part of this game for so long. It felt like a really long time. So once I actually unlocked the rest of it, it got pretty exciting for me again. So I'll let you know when we get to that point. But for now, we're working our way through Gringotts' vault. We're trying to get to our vault, basically. So I wonder if I can climb up that ledge. It might be something for me up there. Okay. Okay, we just have to like run against it. We don't actually have to press anything. I wonder what's inside. Press the action button to open chests. A nut. Okay, so that's like a penny, right? The equivalent of a penny or a cent, depending on where you are. Okay, so let's just keep going. These things breathe fire, so just gonna be careful. Ooh, a goblin. Fire crabs have a very hard shell. You will have to fully charge up your Flipendo spell if you want to get rid of them. Okay. Just gonna pull this. I wonder what happens if I pull that lever. Press the action button. Okay. Right. Easy peasy. Okay, fully charge the spell, so we have to hold and go. Okay, that's gonna take a little getting used to. Just a little. But it's all good. It's all good. I'll probably surprise myself at how quickly I get through this part, because as a kid, this took me forever. Okay, those things fall down. I do remember that. Ooh, two pumpkin pasties, please. Some food that should help keep my stamina up. Okay. There's cauldron cakes and pumpkin pasties. Okay. The music is like insanely nostalgic. Another nut. That looks like a chest that we probably need to unlock. Okay, I think what we have to do here is just grab this. Yeah, that gem cart looks heavy. I wonder if I can move it onto that switch. Okay. Press B and push. There we go, and we did it. Okay. Let's continue. Okay, nothing in there. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. Oh, I remember this. That looks like a remembrall. That object looks like a remembrall. What's it doing here? Walk through a remembrall to activate the restart point. When you lose your stamina, you'll return. Okay, so it's like a save. Like if we die, or if we fall off the ledge, or if something attacks us and we lose all our lives, it'll just bring us back to that point. So, okay, there's a cauldron cake. Let's continue down here. Push this. All right. Another nut. We're getting a lot of nuts. Oh, I remember those things. Okay, oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm just being like completely paralyzed by nostalgia a little bit. Perhaps there's something inside barrels worth having. Maybe if I picked one up and threw it, I'd find out what that something is. That was written weird. Okay, pick up and do the hold down, throw down. Oh, that's a dung bag. It explodes. I remember that. Okay. And a nut. All right. And we just gotta sneak by this. Try not get smashed in our head. And here is a goblin. Hello, Goblin. Watch out for unstable platforms that give way under your weight. What are you trying to say? Excuse me? Excuse me? Okay. Oh yes. Okay. There's part of the game where you have to jump on platforms. This is gonna be like tricky to navigate because it always has been tricky for me to. Okay. Okay, we got the silver sickle. It just respawns. Ah! Okay, I did it. And this one moves. Okay. Okay, we're fine. We made it. We're fine. Just gonna need some practice, I think. But so far, we're doing well. Trying to avoid these fireballs. And, oh, I remember this being a little tricky. Okay, we have to stay on the platform, but I'm gonna try and go this way. And I think if I just do that. Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, my heart. My heart! That is so anxiety inducing. But we got the silver sickle, so let's go back. There's nothing like this in the Prisoner of Azkaban. Like, there isn't stuff you can fall off. I do find this game, like... Oh no! Okay, we're back here again. I do find this game trickier to play in that sense. I suppose in the Prisoner of Azkaban we could like faint from battles, but from this game we can faint by falling off stuff. Actually, we can faint for there are like battles, but they're not Pokemon style. You guys will understand when we get to it. You'll know what I mean. There will be some battles, but we don't go into like a different scene or something. Right, let's wait for this thing to come and then we're gonna just stay on it and see where it goes. I think we have to jump. I had to jump. Okay. Alright, I think we're at... Yeah, I think this is a new like restart point. So if something happens to us here, we just end up back here, I think. That's gonna fall. You're all gonna fall. Ooh, look at those fire snail thingy majigs. Ooh! Yeah, all of these sounds plus the music track is so nostalgic. So nostalgic. Okay, game's taken over.
The spellbook for Incendio is behind this door, but so is the Vault's Guardian. If you want to unlock the door, you'll need 5 gemstones to create a spell key, but I cannot help you find them.
Why? Why? You could solve all my problems right now, but you're choosing not to. Okay, let's jump down here. You're supposed to work for the bank, right? You should be helping me. Ooh, there's a gemstone. Okay, great. That's the first gemstone collected. Only 4 more to get now. Okay, so we need to get these 5 gemstones in order to open our vault, which is why... This is all to get money out of our account. Can I just put this in perspective, please? Can we acknowledge that? Can we acknowledge that? I'm just trying to get money out of my account. And because they're doing work on the bank, I have to go through all this. This is terrible customer service. May I just point that out? Anyways, I guess it's the game. That's the game. Okay. Let's push this cart up here. Alright. We're making our way through, and these things are gonna come for us, so let's start. Oh, you're coming for us. I don't like it. Okay, we got 1. I think the closer we get, they start to come towards you. And 2. Okay, gemstone number 2. That fire thing in the wall looks cool. Alright, this opened. Let's keep going. Hello, chair. Is that a chair? I always thought it was a chair. It might not be. And it looks like this way has been blocked, so I think we need to go down here. Oh. Oh. I just try and coax them down. There we go. Alright. What's in you? Number 3. The 3rd gemstone. And these are now moving. This is so fun. Oh my gosh. I just enjoy the nostalgia so much. I wish I could I wish you guys could see what I see in my brain when I remember this game. I physically remember holding the box and being like, Harry Potter, Vault 713. Oh, that's a call to the Philosopher's. The Philosopher's Stone was in here. Vault 713. That's not the vault that we're going to. I think it's kind of fun that they threw that in. So this part, not necessarily this part, because I did actually get through a little further, but basically I was never able to get the final gemstone, and I never realized that this was what I had to do. Push the cart this far. Oh no, never mind, it's not this one. I think there's another cart you have to push where the final gemstone comes out, if I remember correctly. Here is a cauldron cake. Must be further up. So no, it's not this one. But yeah, that was the one thing that I never figured out. As a result, it took me a while to get through this first level. I never even got to Hogwarts for like the longest time. I was just stuck on the Gringotts level because I was a stupid kid, which I thought was kind of funny. Okay. We are almost at the part. Let's run across this bridge. Wah! Okay, and remember all. So here is a restart point, and I think this is a good place to leave episode 1. So, what do you guys think? Did you enjoy this episode? Are you excited for me to play this game? Please let me know in the comments. This is the only other Game Boy Harry Potter game that I played. I never played the Philosopher's Stone. I played the Chamber of Secrets, and I played the Prisoner of Azkaban, and then after that I kind of moved to PS2, which was that kind of makes sense because I got a PS2 when I think I was 12 when I got a PS2, and my first game was Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, so I kind of stopped playing Harry Potter on handheld after this. So if you're not a fan of the Harry Potter stuff, then that's fine, because this will probably be the only other Harry Potter series I do. I mean, you never know what the future will bring. When I've just realized it now looks like Harry's wearing sunglasses. Why is Harry wearing sunglasses? But anyways, I'm going to leave it here, and I will see you in a few days for episode 2. I'm so excited to relive this game throughout December, throughout the Christmas season. It is so perfect for this time of year. I do very much associate the first 2 Harry Potter movies with this time of year, because there's a coziness with the Christopher Columbus movies. So, did I say that right? Christopher Columbus? Chris Columbus. The guy who did the first 2 movies, and he also did Home Alone as well, which is cool. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed episode 1. Do drop a comment below and let me know if you're excited for episode 2. I would love to hear from you, and also drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, a special shout out and thank you to my lovely members: Meow Maddie, Orangey Me, Maya Draco Lazowski, Kugona, Crystal Gone, MegZI3, and Benjamin Bloxey. I will see you all again very soon in the next one. Slán go fóill, good